Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a Litter Media Live. This is Friday morning, October the 18th of 2024. I'm Mike Smith. Our producer, Aaron Glandon, is off camera today. He's got the sniffles, so he's trying to stay clear of the talent. So the talent doesn't get what he's got. Dan Ramey will hook up with us later tonight on the Litter Media Radio Game of the Week, which we'll tell you more about here in just a little bit. Another nice fall day out there. We're expecting mostly sunny skies. Still a little chilly today. To start with, there was frost out there this morning, if you didn't notice. We will eventually get up to about 68 for a high this afternoon, late this afternoon. And then by football kickoff tonight, that temperature will drop 10 degrees to 58. And by the game's end at around 10 o'clock, we're looking for 50-degree temperatures. For the weekend, temps climb to the low 70s for highs with sunshine, and overnight lows not quite as cold, around 43 or so for the overnight. Some big things happening out in Bainbridge last night with the Fall Festival of Leaves kickoff. We'll have some news about who this year's Fall Festival of Leaves queen is. All of that coming up here on the Friday edition of Litter Media Live. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, your orange dumpster folks. I don't know if they have a patent on this or not, but usually when you see the orange dumpster, you think of Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Give them a call for a free estimate. They serve Ross and surrounding counties. You can have the dumpster for a day, maybe a week or two. Give Carl a call for a free estimate. That's 253-8389.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Always asking you to bookmark our website at littermedia.com for all of the latest in what is happening with beneficial news you can use. And one of the stories we lead with is the one you see down in the lower left-hand corner. No, that's not the Bainbridge Fall Festival of Leaves. There we go. Reagan Blackstone will preside over this year's Fall Festival as the queen. She's a senior at Paint Valley High School and is the daughter of Elaine and Bryce Matson. Worked with Bryce for a number of years on the iHeartRadio years back. The 2024 court consists of Reagan Truitt, first attendant, Peyton Wells, second attendant, Piper Martin as the third attendant, and Caitlin Dyer is the fourth attendant. Remember, the Fall Festival of Leaves in Bainbridge up and running through Sunday afternoon, and that other festival up north, the Circleville Pumpkin Show, I don't think they like being called a festival. They run through Saturday. Now let's go to the puppy. The Ross County Humane Society is inviting you to snap a picture of your beloved pets and share their unique personalities with them. Not only will you have a chance to be featured as far as your pet in the 2025 Pets calendar, but your participation also helps raise vital funds for their new shelter. Entry fees make a difference for animals in need, and the entries must be sent in by December 1st of this year. The Adena Mansion and Gardens played host to students from Valley Elementary out of Lucasville this week. And I think it was mostly third graders from what the Post says. But just a reminder that students of all ages, as well as adults, should get up to Adena Mansion and Gardens and take a look at our local history. Ross County NAACP's Meet the Candidates Night will be held this coming Tuesday, October the 22nd at 6:30 p.m. That's at the Carver Community Center at 165 West 4th Street in Chillicothe. Local candidates will be in attendance, and all are welcome to attend. This is kind of a quasi-sports note, but if you've been a resident of Fayette County for very long, you know all about the black and blue game. That's the big rivalry game at the end of the football season for Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse. Well, this is the Washington Courthouse side of things, which starts at their school on Monday. They're calling it Spirit Week, that leads up to the big game a week from tonight, next Friday. Students, staff, and even the community are invited to join in on the fun, showing their support for the Blue Lions through daily themed dress-up days. Now, I didn't see anything posted as of yet for Miami Trace, but I'm sure they have a lot of stuff going on at their school as well. Give them a call to see what they might be doing to get fired up for the big game a week from tonight. Our road report takes us over to Highland County. Work for a bridge replacement project on State Route 247 between Barackman Road and Crooked Road. Work will occur daily for the construction. Now, the detour is State Route 770 to 73 to State Route 785. That project hopefully will be winding down here in the next week or so. A lot of sports to talk about from last night's tournaments, including state tennis tournament action that involved some area schools. All that coming up here on Litter Media Live. Don't forget, Accurate Heating Cooling is your trusted comfort advisor. When I hear the furnace running there in the background here in the loft, it reminds me that, yes, cold weather is here, and thank goodness for Accurate to help keep that furnace going, whether it's heating or cooling season. And something that took on a number of years back, plumbing. And yes, I've used all three of these elements, no pun intended. Accurate Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, your comfort advisor.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming, he explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
A ton of sports to talk about, including tonight's Litter Media Radio Game of the Week. A kind of a quasi-championship scenario on the line for the Unioto Shermans. They stand alone at the top of the SVC as they host the Paint Valley Bearcats, who Paint Valley and Zane Trace are one game back of Unioto. If Unioto wins tonight, they will clinch no worse than a share of the championship. A Paint Valley win and a Zane Trace win elsewhere would create a three-way tie for first with one game to play. Paint Valley has to travel to Zane Trace next week. But join us for the broadcast, yours truly and BJ Daly, with airtime at about 6:50 after our rerun of the preview show, which is always seen at noon Thursdays on Facebook Live. And if you see that QR code, just hold right up there, and it'll take you to our Litter Media Radio site for tonight's big game. Chillicothe senior Bella Flores won her opening match in the Division I singles at the state tennis tournament at the College of Worcester yesterday, 6-7, 6-3, 6-3 over Julian II of White House Anthony Wayne. But round two was not so kind to the Lady Cavs sensation as Flores saw her season come to a close in the Elite Eight in a 6-4, 6-3 loss to Anna Mancino of Rocky River Magnificat. In Division II singles, Waverly's Claire Morrison dropped her opening round match in straight sets to Abigail Lynch of Gates Mills Gilmore Academy, and Logan Elm's doubles team of Allie Berger and Kaylee Ross were also shut out in straight sets in the opening round. You can get complete details on our website, story at littermedia.com, but still a great effort for all of those girls to get to the state tournament. Westfall's Brendan Biegler edged out Huntington's Tucker Taylor by one stroke for SVC Boys Golf Player of the Year in what was the closest race for the top honor in many years. All-conference golf in the SVC is determined by best average score. You can find that complete rundown also, including the honorable mentions, on our website story. Now, turning over to Thursday, high school tournament action last night. Volleyball D2 district quarterfinals, Logan beat Franklin Heights, and D3 Sheridan ended Miami Trace's tremendous season. The Panthers will finish out at 22-2 as they lost in straight sets to a very tough Sheridan club. Marietta beat Athens, and Bloom Carroll stays, in the hunt, and they pretty much wiped out White Oak. You see those scores? 2, 3, and 6. In Division 4, Circleville beat Hillsborough, Warren over Waverly. Logan Elm needed 5 sets to beat Gallia Academy, and Fairfield Union over Alexander. Boys Tournament Soccer, Division 3 District Quarters, Chillicothe shut out Fairfield Union 7-0. Marietta blanked Miami Trace 8-0. You notice all these shutouts here? Jackson 1-0 over Warren, Athens over Hillsborough 4-0. D4, Uniota beat Westfall 10-2. Alexander, a winner over Portsmouth. South Point over Wellston, and Fairland beat Ironton. Division 5 Soccer District Quarters, South Webster over Western, ending the Indian season. Minford over Fairfield. Lynchburg Clay beat Ripley. Peebles over White Oak. St. Joe over Northwest. North Adams, a winner over Chesapeake. Valley beat West, and Eastern Brown, a winner as well. And the girls soccer last night saw in D1 Westerville North beat Lancaster 4-1. Tays Valley 2-0 over Logan, and in Division 3 Bloom Carroll, a winner over Licking Valley 8-0. You can find all of the scores on our Litter Media scoreboard at littermedia.com. Wow, some excitement last night in the ALCS. The Guardians were ahead of the Yankees 3-1. The Yankees come up, I think it was in the 7th, and hit back-to-back home runs. A 2-run homer by Aaron Judge, followed up by another home run that put the Yankees ahead 4-3. It was looking dark at that point. But the Indians tie it, send it to the 10th inning, and David Fry hits a exciting 2-run homer in the left field seats to give the Guardians a 7-5 win, cutting the Yankees series lead to 2-1. Game 4 in Cleveland is tonight. Looking ahead at what's up for the weekend, the Ohio State Buckeyes are idle. They don't play until the following Saturday against Nebraska, but the OU Bobcats will face arch rival Miami Redhawks Saturday at 3:30. Go Bobcats. And on Sunday, the Bengals and the Browns will get together for their little skirmish. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff with both teams trying to get something going. We didn't mention this yesterday, but if you didn't know it, the Browns traded receiver Amari Cooper. So I don't know if that's throwing up the red flag and saying look for the future or what, but that's the latest on the Browns as the Bengals trying to keep a 1-game winning streak alive this week. When we come back, we'll wrap up with something that happened in 1867. You might call it a land acquisition that some were calling a folly. All that ahead on Litter Media Live. 92 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Litter Quality Propane.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Wherever you are there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Talking about celebrating, well, Haynes Total Healthcare Center is celebrating a half century of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com and it'll take you right to their website to learn more, HainesHealth.com. This date in history, we take you back to 1867. The United States formally takes possession of Alaska after purchasing the territory from Russia for $7.2 million, or less than 2 cents an acre. Indigenous peoples had settled the unforgiving territory thousands of years earlier. The Alaska purchase comprised, this is astounding to hear this, 586,000 square miles. That's twice the size of Texas, and was championed by William Henry Seward, the enthusiastically expansionist Secretary of State under President Andrew Johnson. The purchase was known as Seward's Folly until gold was discovered and led to thousands of prospectors heading to find possible fortune. And even after that, they found this other treasure called oil. So Alaska has not only been a payoff in natural resources, but also national security, because the Bering Straits, just off the tip of Alaska, looks right over into Russia. Little handy piece of land to have. That's going to wrap it up for us today. Aaron Glannon, thanks for coming in and producing the show. Again, he's off camera today with another hanky up his nose. That was a viral photo yesterday that went out. And now you'll be known as the guy with the hanky up your nose.
Yeah, that's me now. You're the icon. I'm hanky guy.
I'd take another picture, but it would look just pretty much like the one that went out yesterday. So thanks for coming in. Dan Ramey will be joining us later tonight for our Litter Media Radio Game of the Week with the pregame show starting at 6:50 tonight. Until that time, have a great weekend, everybody. The weather looks like it's going to be super. Take a little jacket or a sweater with you tonight. I think it'll come in handy during the chilly weather. But I think the wind will be calm. It'll just be a bit chilly for tonight's football games, wherever you are going. Until that time, for all of us at Litter Media, have a great weekend, everybody. So long.